Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Lil Soy Sauce, and in today's video, we're finally doing the UA Trader video. Now, if you guys don't remember, a while back, I made a sort of a shortened version, not in more of a, goofy kind of video, not a serious type of video about the UA Trader, and it was for a contest, Teching 101's UA investigation contest to be more specific. And I said I would eventually come back and actually make a full-on, UA Trader video, but I never got around to doing it until today. So today, guys, we're going to finally dive deep into the mystery, and we're going to figure out who is the UA Trader. Now, want to state something out of the gate right away. The idea of a potential traitor, and a keyword potential, it first was introduced by Present Mike when he literally presented, it's funny, he presented the idea of a traitor in chapter 83. Now, if you guys don't know, right now, at the date I am recording this video, we are at chapter 212. And it's been mentioned only twice, the idea of a traitor. It was once brought up by Present Mike, and then right when we got to the dorms, when we got back after summer vacation, Principal Nezu was like, we have to make sure we protect the students, not only for that reason, but also to potentially sniff out a traitor. So the idea was brought up very early on. But recently in the manga, there's really not been a lot of talk about a traitor, mostly because it's really not relevant as much as it is now. And I do think the idea, if there is a traitor, the idea of the dorm system really is kind of helping squash the idea, because, or maybe it's not squashing the idea, it's more strengthening the idea that there actually is a traitor. Because, a lot of times they can't leave the grounds without teacher approval. So if someone was sneaking out or giving information to the League of Villains, they would be a lot harder for them to do that, because, of all the robots, that are patrolling the area, as seen during Midoriya and Bakugo's fight. Now, this video is really not going to be a video where I say, oh, this person is a UA traitor, here's why. This is more going to be a video, kind of more of a shot in the dark in a sense, if that makes sense. Because not only do we have very little evidence to go on, really we just don't have any evidence in general to point to not just one person, but just point to a select few and kind of narrow down the thing. All we really know is that there is potentially a UA traitor. Now, do I think there's a traitor? I think, personally for me, I think there is a UA traitor. Mostly because of the way, both of the League of Villains attacks kind of planned out. Now, when we get to the first attack, the one at the USJ, that could have been seen as more of a, the villains had time to prepare for that. So, thinking about it in that sense, of course, the USJ is not a central location, but it's a location that, they would know about. It would be a location that, they could definitely plan around. So even if there was a traitor in that sense, I don't think you could write it both ways. You could see it both ways, there being a traitor or not. But it really solidifies for me when they go to the forest and they do, during the forest training arc, that attack probably solidified for me, yeah, there's a traitor among UA. And literally the reason why I say that it could be anyone, because we don't know. When the idea was first brought up, that, Present Mike brought up the idea that it was someone on the staff. And it could be someone on the staff, or it could be a student. Any number of students. And again, there are probably thousands of students that go to UA. But if you want to really narrow it down, it's definitely going to be someone either from Class 1A or Class 1B. I would prefer if it's someone from Class 1A, if there is a traitor. mostly because I think that would make more of an impact in the story. And if we're going down the line of the traitor from Class 1A, it's definitely not going to be some background characters. Like, it's definitely not going to be, Coda. It's definitely not going to be Ojiro. Or if you want to throw in. Where's the other one I'm looking at? Not Ojiro. Not Ojiro, Coda, or Sato. That's who I was trying to figure out. Sato. So it's definitely not gonna be those guys. Now, if it's gonna be someone from Class 1A, it's definitely gonna be like kind of like the middle characters, the guys who get some screen time, but also doesn't get as much as the main focus characters, like Kaminari, Jiro, Sero, Mineta, Hagakure, Aoyama, Ashido. If you want to throw in maybe Asui in there, or you want to throw in, I guess, Shoji or Tokuyami. It's going to be one of those characters. Now, let's go through who I definitely 100% don't think it's going to be. Obviously, it's not Midoriya, because he's the main character. It would not make sense if Midoriya is the traitor. I mean, that would be a big twist. Like, if, Horikoshi wanted to say, oh, well, actually, it was Midoriya the whole time. I don't think it's Midoriya. Obviously, it's not Bakugo or Tokuyami, because if they were the traitor, why would they be trying to kidnap both of them? Because, of course, they kidnapped Bakugo, and Bakugo obviously isn't the traitor, because why would they want to kidnap someone that's already a part of their group? Makes no sense to me. And Tokuyami is the same exact way. Why would they be trying to kidnap someone like Tokuyami, who obviously, if he's working for them, why would they try to take him away? So it's obviously not Tokuyami. Now, looking down at the thing, so I definitely know it's not Midoriya, it's not Bakugo, and it's not Tokoyami. I also don't think it's going to be Uraraka, it's not going to be Todoroki, and it's not going to be Yaoyorozu or Kirishima. I'm thinking of all the guys who went on that. I know Uraraka was not a part of the group that went and saved Bakugo. I don't want to put Ida in that group, because I know Ida was another one. But the thing with Ida is, you got to remember, Ida was kind of reluctant on going to save Bakugo. Now, that's not saying that Ida is definitely the traitor, but I'm just saying, it kind of like, oh, well, Ida didn't want to go. Maybe that's just because he's the responsible one. He's the class representative. He wants to look out for all his classmates. So maybe he's like, it's probably not a good idea we go, but then he eventually breaks. So I'm going to leave Ida out of it because, as much as I want to say it's not Ida, it kind of is like, all that. So yeah. So the group that went and saved Bakugo, like Kirishima, Todoroki, and Yaoyorozu, are definitely out. Like, they're not the traitor, because if they were the traitor, they wouldn't be going to save Bakugo. They would be allowing Bakugo to, get captured. So yeah, I don't think it's those three. I also don't think it's going to be Uraraka, because, her and Deku are kind of close. I don't know why, Uraraka would be betraying school. Plus, I don't think, it's going to be like the main five. I would say the main five for me being, Midoriya, Uraraka, Ida in that sense, but you never know about Ida. Todoroki and Bakugo. I don't think it's the main five. Maybe throw Ida in there. I'm not saying it is Ida, but Ida, to me, still is a person of interest. Because, Ida might have said, oh, let's not go. But he could have been saying it as in, like, I'm the class representative. Or, again, he could have been saying, like, I'm trying to protect the League of Villains. So, again, I'm not going to rule out Ida right yet. But I'm pretty sure it's not Ida. So we're going to kind of leave, a big question mark on Ida. Now, so that's going to leave Aoyama, Ashido, Asui, Kaminari, Shoji, Jiro, Sero, Hagakure, and Mineta. Those are the ones we have left. There have been theories going around saying that it's potentially Aoyama. Um, that's a good one. I think a lot of it had to do at the end of chapter, I believe 155. I'm not sure. I'll put it down, right here what chapter he ended with, where him looking through the glass. A lot of people thought like, oh, that means Aoyama is the traitor. No, it doesn't mean that he's the traitor. It's if you read, of course, if you read the next chapter, he's just looking for a friend. So I don't think it's Aoyama. Plus, he did attack the League of Villains when they were trying to escape with Bakugo. So that right there could prove that he's not a traitor. So yeah, I don't think it's Aoyama. Now, looking at Ashido, and I would say, so Ashido, Shoji, and Tokuyami are like the three guys who look most similar to villains. Not saying because they look like villains that they are the traitor. I'm just saying if you're going to do it, it could be one of those three. Now, I've heard theories about maybe Shoji being the villain because he does look like the most like a villain. And when you do uncover his face mask, his mouth goes like all the way up to like, I believe, like the top of his cheeks. So that could definitely say that he's a traitor. Again, once again, I'm not really accusing anyone of being the traitor. I'm just simply saying that we're just going down the list and we're potentially saying these guys could be the traitor. With Asui, it's kind of interesting actually. Because whenever they went and they rescued Bakugo, when they got back, Asui was kind of upset that they went and did that. Now, you could look at that two different ways. You could look at it like, oh, well, Asui, obviously she cares about her friends. She doesn't want them to get hurt. She doesn't want them to break the law, whatever. You could see it like that. Or you could see it as potentially she was upset that, damn, you guys shouldn't have done that because, I'm the traitor. A lot of people like Asui, so it would make sense. It would be kind of a big surprise if Asui actually was the traitor. That would be really fun if she was. Going down the list, then we get to Kaminari. Now, I've seen theories saying that Kaminari potentially could be the traitor. A lot of it has to do with the fact that, everyone except for Midoriya and Kaminari are kind of used to their quirks. They kind of know how it works. And a lot of people saying that Kaminari doesn't really know how his quirk works. So that's kind of a tall tale sign that he doesn't really know that he might be the traitor. I don't see that yet. And once again, these are all speculations. I'm not saying that Kaminari is a traitor. I'm just saying, these are just speculations. Going down the list, we got Jiro. I don't think it's going to be Jiro. I don't think, again, I think she's kind of clean cut. Then we're looking at Sero. Now, Sero, he's kind of that guy right in the middle of the group. You know what I mean? Because you have you have the main 5, 6, you got, you have Midoriya, Bakugo, Ida, Uraraka, Todoroki. If you want to throw in Kirishima and Yaoyorozu and that 7, the 7 people, that could definitely be they could definitely be safe. And of course, I don't think it's going to be Koda or, Ojiro or Sato. I think those 3 guys are safe in my books. But that middle group of people, the Kaminari, the Ashido, Aoyama, Asui, Mineta, Sero's kind of that average one within that group. So who knows? It might be Sero. And then we get down to Hagakure, and a lot of people think it's Hagakure because she can turn invisible. Now, not saying it isn't, but I don't like the idea of Hagakure being the traitor. Mostly because it'd be an easy cop-out. It'd be an easy way to write, oh yeah, it's just Hagakure, invisible girl. She gets completely naked, goes up to the villains and says, oh, this is what we're doing, blah, 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 blah. I think it'd be an easy cop out. I don't think it's a Gakure. So the last one that I want to potentially say is Mineta. And once again, Mineta does have, maybe because Mineta's a little bit of a perv. Maybe, Mineta's selling out UA maybe to get things from the villains. Maybe the villains get, weird, creepy porno stuff. Who knows? But I don't really see Mineta really betraying UA. And once again, this is just a discussion potentially on the Traitor from Class 1A. Now, I personally think it's someone from Class 1A. I don't really seeing it being someone from Class 1B quite yet. Mostly because we don't really know a lot about them. And it would make sense if it was someone from Class 1A because it would be more of that shock factor. So I don't think it's going to be Class 1B. Now, when the idea was originally presented, the idea of a UA Traitor was originally presented, a reading on the wiki, actually Present Mike stated the idea that it could be a teacher. And that goes into another can of worms. Nezu says that he trusted everyone in that room. I think that being Midnight, All Might, Present Mike, Racerhead or Aizawa. I don't know if Vlad was in that one, in the room. I know Deadshot was in the room, and I believe Power Drill. I don't know if that's his name. I'll put the guy's name in the right here. I'm so sorry I forgot about him. So, but then again, we just don't know. So once more information comes about the Traitor, I'll definitely make an update video, and then we can really get into a good discussion about it. But this is kind of just an overview, kind of who I believe is the Traitor. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching.